Friday Night Baseball from the Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nate Carnes, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Second baseman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Broxton, formerly property of the Milwaukee Brewers. He came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Duda trying to get there. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I can't wait to see if Stephen Vogt can keep it going. He's having a really nice season, hitting over 300 coming into this one. We all know that that's the magic number. When you hit over 300 for a season, you've got plenty to be proud of. Now we'll see if he can keep it up over the rest of the year.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Digging in, Whit Merrifield. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman.
Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike one. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the field. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
Swing and a miss, 2-2 now. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. 2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the bases empty. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still no score. Stepping in, Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Hit hard down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Burns will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Hey guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And let's take a look at Alex Gordon. Originally drafted as a third baseman out of the University of Nebraska. He's had to move to the outfield. Not only moved there, but now he's a multiple Gold Glove winner with unbelievable range and a strong, accurate arm.
No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. One and 2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Perez corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Davis is retired. 2 down now. Ready now, Mark Hanna. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bullet back up the middle. Burns will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the 8. Here's Lucas Duda now. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. Missed with a breaking ball. Not close. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0 home. A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
Vogt has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Coming to the plate now, Salvador Perez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Throw on to first, and Cahill's looking sharp here. 2 away.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down in a way like that,
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run.
Well, he was on cruise control. Just needed one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Standing in, Raul Mondesi. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. No balls and a strike to count. As a look, now the pitch. Popped up. Cahill is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday night baseball on the show. Leading off the inning, Stephen Vogt, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And a breaking ball stays outside. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Burns is there. 1 away. Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Merrifield takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out. And that brings up Chad Pinder. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. A's are gone in order. They still trail. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. With Merrifield next to hit. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's a strike. Hit down the line at first. But this will get foul for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the 2nd out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Burns. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 4-1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Up around the face.
2 balls, 1 strike.
A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
There's a called strike on a changeup. Not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 3 innings complete. The Royals are on top, 1-0. Next up for the A's, Cesar Hernandez. As we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. That's lifted the other way out to left. And Gordon's there to take it in for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Keon Broxton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Skied into straightaway right. Bonifacio's on his horse. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. And that misses. So after getting 2 outs with 3 pitches, he's gone full to the third hitter here. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. Drilled to the right side, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, he did an amazing job just to be able to get wood on this baseball and drive it through the infield. I mean, that pitch was executed perfectly. Breaking ball down below the zone. Nice job right there.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Burns racing back, And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Striding in once again, Mike Moustakas set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. And he gets ahead 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Down the first baseline. The 0-2 once more. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Another 0-2 home. Got him. Here's Lucas Duda now. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
One run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Lucas Duda becomes out number 2 this inning. Stepping up to the plate, Salvador Perez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Drilled to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the 4th as that extends the inning.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
Jorge Soler will stand in for the 2nd time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Ready with the 3-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
The 3-2 one more time. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Perez rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate. And they now lead by 2.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Raul Mondesi will stand in for a 2nd time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Counts even at 1-1 to Raul Mondesi. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed, so personally, I'd much rather see that.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and not in time as the run scores. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. 2-strike RBI base hit. The ball wasn't hit very hard, Dero, but from a hitter's perspective, you'll take it any way you can get it.
Yeah, in today's day and age where everyone's looking to go deep and can go deep, not many guys have a legitimate 2-strike approach. This is one of those players, and that's exactly what he did. Short.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So now it's Mark Canha. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman, Mark Canha.
First offering on its way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Ranging back is Burns. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next for Oakland.
Coming to the plate now, Stephen Vogt. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lays off 1-0.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1 home. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul.
If I'm on the mound, the guy gets a hack off on me like that and crushes a breaking ball down the line, kind of note to self, I'm not going there again.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Now batting, Marcus Semien. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. With Merrifield next to hit as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
To 1 and 2 now.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
The batter.
Ready for another chance? Billy Burns. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Third baseman, number 8.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. 1-0 the count. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Burns, the runner at second with 1 away. 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. Striding into the box, Lucas Duda. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that's going to be all she wrote here for Trevor Cahill. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Runners are at first and second with one away. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Now at the plate, Salvador Perez. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends. And that brings up Chad Pinder. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Burns is there, 1 out.
The batter.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming, here it is. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
In now, Keon Broxton. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a strike.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. In is Jorge Soler. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward third. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. Singled homer run in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Raul Mondesi. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for Oakland.
Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. Already the beginning of the 7th inning here, as this game has had a very brisk pace to it so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gordon on the move. 1 out.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Chapman. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Here's Chris Davis now. Hot shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Skied into straightaway right. Pinder moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now to the plate with Merrifield. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Billy Burns. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. In there, 0-1. Oh, and this one ran in and got him, and that's twice now he's been hit in this one. At the plate, Mike Moustakas. It was a walk in his last trip, and he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. Burns is off of first with 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. Heading after this is Broxton. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Royals leave 1, but they lead it 3-0. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
0-1 the count. And it's 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap as it heads for the waterfall and extra bases. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double. At the plate, Stephen Vogt. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Sent on the ground out to second. Merrifield picks it up, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Pause, now the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Count now, a ball and a strike. 1 out and a runner on third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Grounded to short. Mondesi scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead-off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
That's out.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. The 2-1 home. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Bonifacio is going to have room out there as he puts this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lucas Duda. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. God, he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up, and it says 0-2.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Lucas Duda is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone. In is Jorge Soler. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Way in front of that fastball.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up. Beautiful Union Station lit up here in Kansas City tonight as we're set for the remainder of this one from the K. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Cesar Hernandez. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off.
Ready once again, Keon Broxton, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Croxton leads off first with one away. Hit hard, but foul. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's in there. Base hit. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he did it.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes, 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Burns is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Here's Chris Davis now. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sliders in for a strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. And now this crowd announced that around 33,000 come to their feet. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. Last strike now for Oakland. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Royals took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Nate Carnes wins his 3rd of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Kevin McCarthy hammers down the save, his 5th of the year. So that'll put a wrap on